What's up everybody, my name is Darth Jeswick and welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing on our renovations of the Chic Street apartments in The Sims 4. This is the 131321 Chic Street apartment. It is a needs TLC apartment, the one that has the body outline in the middle. We can't actually get rid of that or delete it or anything, so I'm going to cover it up and see what happens. We've got some mouse holes here in the side. We've got a air duct there in the floor, but we're gonna make it work. This is going to be a one-bedroom apartment with a small office. And this is a needs TLC apartment, so I'm using a lot of really cheap furniture and appliances. This is the used futon. I want it to seem like whoever was here before just kind of like left all of their stuff in here, and they haven't remodeled it or anything like that since they built the building. And I thought the kitchen looked better over here where this window was because then we could put like the stove like right underneath of it, and it's still you can look outside while you're cooking. For the dresser, I didn't really have a ton of space for it, so I ended up using a shelf from high school years, the ones that you can use for like the boba tea shops. And I put a couple of like Dream Home Decorator clothes items on it, as well as like a couple high school years ones, just to make it seem like they really couldn't afford to like buy a whole dresser, so they just bought this little stand. And then I moved it over into the corner by the bathroom, so it seems like your sim can just like walk right out, change their clothes, go through their bedroom, and go right to work or wherever they gotta go. And these curtains were really irritating me because they just clipped together over in the corner, and I wanted to hide that, so I used the Desert Luxe kit curtain rail, and I used a Batu item in here, and I'm so sorry you guys, I had to use the dirty, nasty, ripped up rug because the colors just matched pretty well. I put some bullet holes and some vampire wall decals on the wall just to make it seem like the door had maybe like slammed into the wall and like broke through the drywall or something like that. And I just covered it up with some posters to make it seem like this is not really here. I didn't actually do this, And I also used this like crate table from the base game. It matches the wood on the bed, and I thought it was like a really nice touch with the basement kit lamp that kind of like flickers. It has a red and yellow swatch, and it matches the bed pretty nicely. You can see I kind of have the werewolf mirror that's like broken. And now I'm starting to work on the bathroom. I got one of the really old showers, put that in the corner with a bunch of stains underneath of it. I wanted it to be like a kind of really gross apartment. This is a needs TLC apartment. These pipes over here in the bathroom will like break and leak fluid, and you'll have to call your landlord to help them repair it. And I was surprised that these decals actually like sit over the rug, so it makes the rug look kind of nasty too. I did give them like a step up of the toilet just so I could put a couple of clutter items on it, the ripped toilet paper, and some combs and toothbrushes and things like that. I also added a little robe here in the corner and shampoo rack here in the corner. I had to size it down because it looked a little big, and I wanted it to kind of slot on the side of the pipes. Then I added a little plunger and toilet brush, and I showed this little cabinet in the corner here that has like soap and towels and things on it. And then I had some light switches to everything because we have to have the like old looking light switches. This is from the base game and not the bathroom kit. We've got like two other ones from the bathroom kit, but I like to use the old one when I'm doing like kind of gross builds like this. I was thinking about putting down some of these like cats and dogs like newspapers on the floor to make it seem like they were trying to like clean up the mess or something in the bathroom, but I decided against it. And then I added a couple of curtains here from Parenthood on the window so that your sim has a little privacy. I know we're like way high up and it probably doesn't matter anyway because like in reality they probably wouldn't be able to see up in there, but it's fine. It looks good. Then I started working on the office. I got like a door desk from Werewolves and like a really ugly chair. Like I said, I wanted it to be very cheap. Like the owner had like left a bunch of the things in here, and whoever's living here now just kind of added a few things of their own. Like this bicycle here, I wanted it to be like in the front because if you're uh, living in a city, you're most likely going to have like a bike as a form of transportation if you don't have a car, if you don't like to drive. And now I'm just adding in like some of the gross appliances and the counters from city living. I also put a couple of cabinets in here. I didn't want to put too many because this window kind of interferes with it, and we can't move windows in apartments, which I think is silly. And then we have these like folding tables from Eco Lifestyle, so I put a couple of those in here. And then I stick this table like in the corner in front of the windows so your sim can look outside while they're eating. We also have another mouse hole back there behind the couch where I'm going to put that. And I was kind of having a little trouble fitting this in because I didn't know what I wanted to do with the table at first, the dining table. But I used the gross couch from Werewolves, as well as the new coffee table from the basement kit, as well as a werewolf rug, as well, and the old TV from the basement kit. I also gave them a beat up game console. I also added the recliner from Werewolves, as well as another little crate table, just kind of like on an angle, and a lamp from the basement kit in the corner. I wanted to do something over here in this hallway. It was just feeling very empty, and I also wanted to figure out how to cover the body outline. I found this little hutch from high school years and loaded it up with a couple of clutter items, the little coin dish from the daily clutter kit, and I found these like cards from Seasons, and I used the Hanukkah swatch and kind of put them up there where I have the um CDs and things. And then I have like just like a little notepad up there too, just if your sim was like taking grocery orders or something. And then I started like adding a bunch of like clutter items. I put a couple of bills on the table over there. I wanted to use them like somewhere. And then I just put a bunch of these like boxes from the basement kit around. This is the kind of place that you don't really want to unpack all of your stuff. You're probably not going to be living in this place for very long, or if you do, you're going to be improving it. So you can unpack those boxes as you play throughout this apartment. Although improving this place really doesn't mean much because you can't really delete the mouse holes on the walls or the body outline. So I don't know if you really want to live here for very long with your Sims because let's face it, this place is kind of disgusting. Uh, we've got like nasty wallpaper. This is like a starter apartment for like a single sim, maybe a single sim and their pet. I also grabbed this like postcard thing and put a couple of those on. I really wanted it to seem as if they had like friends in other cities or they were traveling a lot, so they weren't home a lot. I added a couple of these cobwebs here at the corner from the vampire kit, as well as like some basement kit like wall decals that are like stained or rubbed. And then I kind of added these like cat scratches around the mouse holes. Maybe the previous owner had a cat and they were trying to get the mice, so they were like scratching at the walls. I know my cats used to do that. And then for the office, I kind of got like a couple of like posters from high school years, and uh, I think one's from Strangerville too. Yeah, not like alcohol poster was from Strangerville. And I like to have these like cups like align with the stain on the coffee table. So that's what I did with that one. It's like a dirty cup. It's like half full of coffee. And I was just grabbing a couple of like last minute clutter items, like some basement kit clutter items, as well as like some tissue and some lotion next to the bed. Don't ask why. We don't know why he needs that. He just has it. And just like some random other boxes, like these old board games that I'm going to put here in the corner by the mirror. And then we're gonna get into the playtesting really soon here. I just added one last werewolf rug to cover up at least half of the body outline on the floor, and that is the whole apartment finished. It is pretty roomy if you ask me. I definitely could have added a ton of clutter items, but I really didn't want to. I wanted it to be easy for your Sims to like route around and not get stuck anywhere. But yeah, this is the whole apartment. We're in the living room right now. I've got these like posters from City Living on the walls behind here from GeekCon, and our Sim seems to be pretty content in here. He's on my gallery if you want to look for him. His name is Micah Hargrove, and you can also find this apartment on my gallery. Micah enjoys piano as well as video gaming. That's why we've got that old beat up game console in the living room. He is an aspiring lawyer. Right now, he's just gonna take a quick shower in our nasty bathroom. It doesn't seem to mind. But if you would like to download this, it will be on my gallery. You will have to download it as a room and then place it as such and replace a couple of walls. But if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.